What's up? What's up? What's up? All day family. Welcome to the show. I'm Brett. That's Lofa. We're here reacting as the Seahawks lose a heartbreaker to the Rams, 19-21. Mistakes abound. Second chances were not capitalized upon. Third chances, fourth chances, fifth chances. I mean, my God, how many times can you lose a game? Or how many times can you snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? My God. Lofa, your Insta. Well, hold on. So your comments are coming up. Producer Katie's here too. She's putting all your free comments up for the first 12 minutes. That's how the show goes. After that, we read the starred comments all night for as long as you guys want to be here. Copy and paste the link. Send it to your friends. The show is brought to you by DraftKings. Now, Seahawks legend Lofa Tatupu. Your thoughts, friend?
FanDuel, my dog. FanDuel.
So that's what I meant. Sorry. I'm all over the place.
I could tell you're taking this one particularly hard, dog.
I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed. But go ahead.
Holy shit, man. What happened? What like I swear, just like you said, every time we were like, we're still there. We're still there. I knew field goals were not gonna get it done. And it's just wild that it kept us in the game, and like with everything that went on, like I don't come out of this one feeling terrible, even though it's like it's for the division, it's very crucial. It is fucking crucial towards the first place champion of the division, which makes life a lot easier in the postseason. But yeah, man, it was brutal all around. We had so many chances, like you said, and
So many
we gotta find a way. Gotta find a way.
Okay, so the Seahawks, they go down to the Rams in Los Angeles, like we said, 19-21. Jason Myers, he's got to go ice that leg. I mean, he's doing all that he can. And at the end, there is backed up. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you, as a guy who loves to blame Jason Myers, I'm not blaming Jason Myers. The Seahawks had so many opportunities to win this game. Sammy D and the damn turnovers, and we talked about it last week, are the absolute Achilles heel Trojan reference intended of this Seahawks team. If he does not stop turning over the ball, this team will not go anywhere. If he can clean this crap up, we might do something. But the defense is doing all they can. You look up, they only gave up 14 points most of the game. They made, the first quarter was ugly, but they made some adjustments. They stayed in it. Sam Darnold needs to be Trent Dilfer, 2000 Baltimore Ravens. You kids look it up. Just distribute the ball. Don't turn it over. I mean, he almost had 5.
Yeah. My only concern, I always love my Trojan brothers, man. Those are my dogs, right?
Yeah.
And my only concern was and I voiced it when we signed him, right? He is very capable of being the leader of a team, being the franchise quarterback. He has every tool at his disposal and weapon. Like, he is that good. But it's just like when a game is made out to be bigger than it really is. Every game is the same. And like, this is what all champions and competitors know, is like, whether it's a practice, a preseason game, a regular season game, a championship game, it is all the same. So nothing changes, but it's that literally, like what I said, the look in his eye. There was a look of, astonishment, bewilderment, just kind of confusion, which I can only say traces back to his days in New York with the Jets, because I haven't seen it. I saw it once or twice, maybe in Minnesota, but it's like kind of like that trauma or PTSD. It's like when things start going south or whatever it is, it's still real, right? But he's like, I was so proud of him when he finally used his leg to get a first down, and like, he's one of the best athletes at quarterback, I possibly statistically combine athleticism like that ever lived. 6'5", 235, 240.
Yeah.
What do you run, a 4.5, 4.6? You know what I would have given years off my life to look like that to play linebacker.
Yeah, no kidding. No, look, the kid has the intangibles. He's built like a brick shithouse. He's got a cannon for an arm. But I mean, 4 turnovers in the game, and also all 3 losses this season, you can point to Sammy D turning the ball over, and it's the one glaring absolute weakness of this team. The defense is giving you all that they got. JSN on the offensive side. Okay, stats, right? My God, 9 receptions, 105 yards, doing everything he can, 11.7 per. AJ Barner, absolute stud.
Yeah.
Despite getting stacked up on the AJ push. That's all right though. But dude, doing everything he can. The running game. Walker, 16 carries, 67 tough yards, 4.2 per a touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with some silky mitts and some great catches, but also checking in with 11 carries. Sam Darnold has got to do what Sam Darnold has got to do, which is just start picking up first downs and stop making these bonehead picks, man.
Yeah.
I'm
with you.
It's killing us.
That's like, I'm not going to sit here and, lie. I believe in telling the truth, but I will keep things in perspective and make, the comparison of apples to apples. Sam did enough in our first loss at the home opener against the Niners. We gave up a drive and then a play on 4th and 9 for the game, basically. Like that, any one of the 3 guys that were standing there should have picked it.
And we let him slide on that one, though. Fool me once. Okay.
But check this out, Brett. He still drove us the length through a beautiful wheel route to JSN down the left sideline, got us in position. But I sat there and I was like, okay, there's not enough time because anything could happen, where guys just lay on the pile and refs are not eager to get the ball ready, timely position. So I go, just don't run it. They run it right down the pipe and get stonewalled. And then they rush. And I was like, okay, I don't really like anybody rushing when we have plenty of time. But because we did what we should not have done, ran the ball, and we got stuffed, now we're rushing the line. That's exactly when the fumble came out. I don't blame Sam for that game. I don't blame Sam for even the Bucks. 350 or 360, 4 touchdowns, 1 untimely turnover at the very end, right? Which everyone remembers. But where was the defense that day? All right. And then today, though, is
4 untimely turnovers.
It's fuck you. I love you. I'm sorry.
No, I'll take it. I mean, look, I'm seeing the comments. I'm looking at the comments right now. I'm seeing the comments, right?
Okay. Today, yes, I can't defend him.
People are all in Sam. I still believe. It's not just on him. Are you kidding me? Okay, then who do you put this loss on? Okay, if it's not on Sam Darnold, then who do you put it on?
I don't ever believe it's on one player. Right? I've always said the quarterbacks get too much credit when we win. They get too much blame when we lose. But it's going to be a tough film session for Sammy Diesel. And it's yeah, dude. We've all had bad games, right? And it's just you gotta sit with it and but hopefully we learn and get better, right? We adjust accordingly. And I don't know. The run game seems to be looking pretty good. That's mainly the biggest concern. Oh, Brett, he's so mad he just logged off. All I see is a little circling, loading spiral. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here and talk to myself. But hello.
Well, isn't it funny?
The hero comes along. Producer Katie, everybody.
Hi. Well, I can start with some starred comments. We do have one from before. Jonathan Smith says, "Can't watch too mad. We'll listen later. Offense, defense, and Hawks were better except one guy with 3 turnovers. Fought back again and again. Also, Greg Olson needs MK1 eyeballs and a brain. All he gives are 3rd grade takes."
Aye. Okay.
Thanks for chiming in, Jonathan.
I'm back, by the way. What's up, Johnny Smith? A lot to break down here. All right. Jump in wherever you want. You want to go after Greg Olson first?
No, I respect Greg. I think he's one of the better ones, but I prefer to listen to music than anybody's voice. When the production crew is rolling, whatever. Fox, it was lagging so much that everybody had their phones out and we were just watching on YouTube or whatever streaming service it is, right? So
yeah.
But yeah, that's the turnovers, those we talk about it all the time. here on this podcast, as I just try to, help you guys see the player's perspective. Uh, Penalties, turnovers always first. Penalties, third down conversion rate. Though, like all these things come into play, and anybody that can run the ball has the advantage. And like, we didn't even get to it yet, but like what Kyron Williams, who like I said, if we can't stop Kyron Williams, because we have to with Puka and Devontae, you have to play seven, like a light eight. The box is the line of scrimmage and the second level defenders. And you have to only have seven in there and you have to stop it. So everybody's got to do a job and a half. Usually 8-man box, it's one gap and we're all fucking going. 7-man box, it's gap and a half. It's like, because a good offense will account and then a good running back will set up the blocks to expose you. So what do you know what Kyron, do you have the stats what Kyron had today?
Kyron, oh boy, let's see. Quick over to the Rams side. Finished the day 12 carries, 91 yards. That's 7.6 per, boys. It's not going to get it done. One TD.
Why did they only give, if he had 23 carries, which I think he averages 17 or 18 for the season, I don't think this is even close as it. I was impressed it was close with 4 or 5 turnovers where we had, like, still came down to a last second field goal. And but that tells me that as great as they are, so are we. Like, because that much shit can't go wrong and you still be in the game. You're supposed to lose that game by 2 or 3 possessions. So have a chance.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I think there are some silver linings to take away from the game. I think we can have a positive outlook. We can spin it that way. We take care of a few things. Okay, we might have learned a lot from this game. Let's have this game now versus later. I think there's tons of like silver linings you can take. But I think also, though, the Rams out Seahawked the Seahawks at what the Seahawks want to do. Like, if you look at the stats, Stafford 15 of 28, but for 130 and 2 touchdowns. Like, that needs to be almost, I mean, you don't want that many incompletions maybe, but like that needs to be a bit what Sammy D needs to do, which is like just $130 and 2 TDs, nice and tidy, no turnovers.
Amen, brother.
You're trying to do too much, Sammy D. You got a team around you.
There's a correlation of, and I said this last week after that absolute ass whooping that we placed on, who was it, the Cardinals, whoever it was, but he threw, he was like 10 of 12, right? Like, I was like, yeah, dude, like I still 25 is like kind of like the max you really want to see your quarterback. I don't care who you have back there, because if you're running the ball at a good clip, or at least it's getting enough, right, then you're good. But when we get upwards of the 30 plus, it's kind of a direct correlation to like, okay, we're trying to save clock, make sure it's either complete and a first down or it's incomplete, whatever. But like, that's where really analytics really like play a role. And I understand the numbers game at that point, but the running game, like third quarter, especially the way we came out, it was just like Walker, Charbonnet, Walker, Charbonnet, touchdown. And I was just like, oh, they look pretty fucking easy. Like, maybe do it again. But,
all right, how about also, we're getting close to 12 minutes, right, Katie? So we'll open it up for the star chats. Katie's standing by to read everything. You guys keep
past 12 minutes.
Oh, we have?
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies. But what I was going to say, though, is real quick. I mean, like, how about the decision making? Okay, then fine. Here's a comment from Brett from Edmonds.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
Lofa.
yes.
How about the decision making to kick field goals rather than go for it on some of those fourth downs? We had 4 attempts. I mean, if you go for a couple of those, you're telling me we can't pick some of those up. McVay is aggressive. That seems to be paying off in the NFL these days. McDonald's a little conservative when it comes to going for those kinds of things. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's literally the offensive defensive perspective. It's defense if points that are a premium, and I thought McDonald played it well. Like, dude, you turn it over 4 or 5 times, you should not have a chance. That's how.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't play great as a defense, but like, holy shit, like, talk
They were
about
in it.
adversity, dude. The first they got down to the goal line and we stopped them. Right, they went for it on the 4th and 1. Then they come back and like on like the 3rd or 4th down, like they go for the 4th down, they go for again, they punch it in. But like either way, like I even said it the second time, I was like, I'm really kicking the field goal the second time. It's not that I don't believe in my guys. It's not that I'm like, but like this is where I really love how McVay can process the game in the moment, like where he listens to the numbers, but they don't dictate his decision making, right? The feel and the moment of the game. And the same thing
Yeah.
goes for McDonald. We're looking at two of the best coaches right now.
Yeah.
And it was just impressive how they played. It's a chess game, and when you get emotional, like we're just gonna go for it and go for it and go for it. We live by the sword, die by the sword. Well, it's a brutal death. It's awesome when you win, but it's a brutal death. And
Yeah.
so that second time, I was like, dude, I kick a field goal. This is a playoff game. This is for the division down the line. When you look at like, oh, it's gonna come down to one game, in a tiebreaker situation, anything. And I still don't have any worries about the future. I think even San Fran's getting the playoffs. All three of us, like 3 from us, 2 from the North, and then the division winner out of the South and was the East?
Is it
Whatever.
possible? Is this one of those seasons where it's possible we play these turkeys 3 times?
Oh, whether it's them or the Niners, it's almost a certainty, brother. Like,
All right.
like it's not a probability, not a possibility. It's a definite. Like,
Buckle
gonna
up,
happen.
but let's
Because
go.
I don't I don't see either of these teams losing in the first round unless they're faced squaring off against each other. And
Right.
but 2 are going to be wild cards, so they have to go on the road anyways. Yeah.
Katie, some starred comments, please.
Brett Diggs, unable to see the game, but looks like the defense sat and jumped on pretty much all the interceptions. Can't get complacent. Should we challenge them deep?
First of all, a question for Brett Diggs. Anyway related to Quandre, who is he still? He's out there looking for a job, isn't he? We love him. Loved him.
Dude,
Nobody picked him up
savage.
yet.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Anyway,
But what a phenomenal player.
what about it though? Go deep enough?
No. We should have thrown balls deep, is all I'm saying. Is like, can we got one of the fastest guys in the NFL. But is that a high life? Good for you, Savage. Like that is awesome. But
Champagne beers.
the champagne of beers. So like we just traded for Shaheed. It's like, dude, this guy clocks like he wears 22 probably because he runs 22 miles an hour, and that's
Yeah.
fast, right? It's fast.
Ooh,
like
the
you're
play
going,
that one
like,
guy made,
downhill.
he had that touchdown. That dude by the fingertips got onto that ball.
Gotcha. Yeah, but yeah,
Yes.
if it's just he was so far in front of him, and it wasn't a terrible ball. Like even Shaheed will look at it and be like, okay, my momentum's carrying this way, but this is where you put your foot in the ground and you come back to the ball, and you either
Mm.
get a flag or you get
Mhm.
the touch. You moss him, and but where he's done the most damage when he was in New Orleans was just like, yo, motions the slot or he's lined up and it's just like boom, double move or just like go off the ball, and you're you get to the level of the DB starts to panic. They're not in that situation a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so then they're like, oh shit, like I just tackled the guy, like, and even before the ball gets there because they panic. And I just want to see one shot to just keep that secondary like off because they were as much as everyone's blaming Sam, their defense, not just their pass rush and everything, but the DV and the secondaries, like they jumped up and they seized the opportunities. They were like, oh, like they had a lot of those were double covered, and so that's why I was like, Sam, just use the legs, use those legs.
Yeah. I'm putting up one of our comments here. Who was the best on offense today, though? Let's look up for some silver linings, you guys. Come on, chat, fill it up. Log in on those starred chats or the super chats also, so we can read those. All your starred chats go to support the show here. For me, if I'm answering our own question, Lofa, it's AJ Barner today. The dude is an absolute beast. He likes to run for people. He looks for contact. Yeah, tough as nails. Catches the ball beautifully. I think, we've been talking about him. I don't think he's like super unsung by any means. In terms of the NFL, he
Mhm.
definitely is.
Yeah.
But on this team, I just want to give him some flowers. Like, he's doing his thing out there.
Yep.
For a guy that, like, I think we were excited when we drafted him. You and I were, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure, if anyone else really knew. But anyway, he ends up with what was it today? Let's see here. 10 receptions. Good for him. 70 yards. And tough yards too, though, is what I mean. Like, catches the ball, turns up, puts both hands on it, and then hits that truck stick forward. Gotta love him.
Oh, dude. I mean, and I asked him where his toughness came from, and I believe it was he grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and then went to Indiana, and then he transferred to Michigan to win the national title, where they only used him as a blocker, and I don't think they realized like the real asset and weapon they had because, yeah, of course they have Colston Loveland, who's the first round pick for the Bears this year, but like this dude is that dude, like,
Yeah.
and it's just I'm never surprised by him, and I think you kind of sometimes you get pigeonholed into a role like in college of like, well, he's our best blocker, so we're just not going to send him out in routes. It's like, well, like, have you seen him? Have you given him the opportunity? Which I know a lot of his, you know, brothers at Michigan were like, damn, AJ just caught the ball to the flats, and one of us might die, but like, because that's I mean, I think he was high school wrestler. He played, I think, even like hockey too or something. But
Mhm.
he's just like when we talked to him the first time we ever talked to him, it was I could see the look in
He
his
can
eye and
scrap.
hear the tone. Oh yeah,
He can
he's
scrap.
with the shit. He's with the
He's
shit,
that
man.
guy. Yeah, you're like, okay, if I had to take one guy down that dark alley with me, I think he's
Yes.
definitely that dude. He reminds me of like almost maybe a more maybe even more physical, but like just a better version of Zach Miller that we had back in the day.
Ooh.
Catch over the middle, tough, good blocker, but like I think Barner's even got more of that.
You know what's surprising? That's a
It's not
great
Kelsey,
comparison.
but he's
It's a great no, it's a great comparison because like in college, like and they had good receivers. I think at Arizona State, I think he played him 1 or 2 years, and he was such a natural pass catcher that we never saw him block. And then he gets to the league, and you know, in Oakland, like he was catching a ton of passes, but he was like one of the better blockers. And so it's surprising, right? I think it's
yeah.
just the opposite or the reverse scenario here, where you're seeing a well-rounded athlete, great skill set and everything. And so I'm happy for him because he's just a great kid.
And I love him in there on the Barner push.
What do they call that? The barn something? I don't know, but like I need to know what his touchdown dance is. So you guys chime in and teach me because I'm old as fuck. Like I don't, but it's just awesome. He's just like
Yeah.
ah.
Katie, jump back in here.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Eagle Snapper, I don't see us playing Reek. He doesn't look at the ball.
He did make one nice play on a breakup with
Devontae.
Davern Adams, but
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting a lot of attention right now, which is never good at his position. I mean, sometimes it's good. They say you're the best.
But
It's either you're the best or you're the worst. There's really no in between at that position.
there's nothing in here. It's just
But even on the pass breakup, and I want to, Eaglet Snupper, great
yeah.
observation here. Even on the pass breakup, he doesn't really turn around for the ball, even though he makes the
And
play.
and that's the situation where like it's like dude, like there's only like 15 yards total, or they on the 4 or the 5, like it's like he's not gonna like really separate or run away from you. So like calculate and think about what is the worst possible scenario. Like, do I have help inside? Okay, well, I'm gonna lean heavier outside, but I'm not gonna step, I'm not gonna move, I'm just gonna attach tight to that near hip. And then if I am on an island, then if I'm as I think it was left hash all right, it's like okay, like my help is the sideline or out of bounds, and so he should not run like away from me. So stay tight, and when he looks, I lean and I look, like I look and lean, and it's literally the same shit you do in basketball, like where when you're in man or even zone, I can feel that's my other set of eyes is feeling where my you know offensive player is or their receiver, so to speak, and I can track the ball. And if the point guard throws it, I'm going for it. Like I'm going to intercept the angle. That's why they call it interception, ladies and gentlemen. But
Mhm.
and I know it happens fast, and Devontae Adams is a Hall of Famer, so I'll give grace there, saying that, like, yes, I've guarded Hall of Famers, but not one on one. So I don't know that path. I don't know that pain, but
Yeah.
just there's things that can be corrected. But I was proud of him in that moment too, and also surprised that they threw the ball. Like it was like they're running it for 7 yards of carry.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys are just joining us, thank you for being here. That viewer number is going up and up. Copy and paste the link. Tell your friends that we're on live right now. Tell them to jump in and ask a comment, a question, a thought or two on the game that was, as the Seahawks lose to the Rams 21-19. We only forced one turnover. It was a beautiful punch out. Really great, aggressive, physical Seahawk football there. But are we causing enough turnovers? I like what we're doing fumble wise.
Yeah.
The secondary, though, I don't feel like we're as opportunistic as we could be, especially with the pass rush that we're able to get from time to time, or for most.
I almost like all the time, like 100% of the time, this pass rush works every time, and like that. I never gave. I was one of the slowest fucking players, and I never gave the kind of respect some of our players give in terms of like, okay, it's 3rd and 3. They need 3 yards. That's a catch and a fall forward. If I'm lined up, the deepest I'd be lined up is 4, and I'm not backpedaling. I'm not. I'm holding my ground. And as soon as you turn, I'm going to either kill you or intercept the ball. It's like one or the other. But, and if you make a great play, because we're all great athletes, like there's a lot of great athletes out there, then someone's going to tackle you for the first down. But that's where the math of the game comes into play. Like if you want to talk analytics, and it's just time and space, like just, okay, I've been in this position so many times. I'm not going to keep backpedaling. I'm not just going to play soft. It's like, you fucking prove it. Show me you're that dude. Beat me.
Yeah. Yeah. Katie, jump back in here.
Carlos Hernandez says, there's no blame to be had. There's no blame to be had. Whole offense struggled to capitalize in the red zone yet again. What happened to the classic ground and pound in trust territory?
Yeah. Red zone struggles, man. We talked about the decision making going for field goals rather than trying to go for it on some 4th downs, but also untimely penalties. I mean, K9 has a touchdown that's called back. Should have had 2 on the day. Just a letdown, right? Like a bummer, like just a wet fart in the middle of church.
Might have been like a total shit show, is what I'm hearing from you, Brett. There,
What are we doing,
sharded? We sharded for sure,
dude?
So it's I was really surprised we didn't go no huddle around the 11-minute mark, and maybe, I don't know, if you pull up total plays and time of possession, I mean, they had to have been leading for a significant portion of the game, where like maybe the decision was like, our defense just needs a breather, right?
No, you're gonna be upset at this. We dominated time of possession today. Dominated. Like, buddy, 37-49 to 22.
All right.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. Yeah.
No, I couldn't believe it either. You started talking about it, I flipped over. I went, oh.
Well, it's because like they weren't scoring quickly. I mean, yes, the turnovers, like they gave them field position a couple times, but like it felt to me like how the game was called, not just from a defensive coach's mindset, was like, all right, I have to make sure my defense is just fresh, like, because we got to win it, and that's fine. And this is why we're a team. Offense has to win, defense with special teams. Like, I don't think our special teams has gotten enough credit, like, over this whole year. Like, they have like 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, or something like that, and a couple turnovers. So it's like, it's 3 phases of the game, and that, but that is very surprising that we almost like what 2-1, like
Here, I'll give you some
it's
more.
like 40-20 almost.
Here, I'll give you some more team stats. Okay, like let's pretend that you have just landed on planet Earth right now, and you say, "Hey, I just got back from Mars. Well, what happened in the Seahawks game?" I say, "Oh, Lofa, let me tell you the stats." Okay, total yards. The Seahawks have 414 to the Rams 249. Passing yards 279 for the Hawks, 130 for the Rams. Rushing yards 135 for the Seahawks, 119 for the Rams. So far, we're leading in every category. Yards per play, 5.2 for the Hawks, 5.0 for the Rams. That's every single category we're leading them, and some of them by a lot. You'd think that we dominated this game, but then I say, no. We didn't punch it in. It was the Jason Myers show, which he held his. And I got to tell you, a big piece of me thought that last one was going in.
I that was the only one I wasn't worried about. The only one I was worried about was the one he almost missed. It was the extra point from the left hash. And I was like, okay, these are the ones. And when it went, I was just like, I was waiting because it looked like it missed. And then they were like, good. And I was like, whew. All right. That was the only one I was worried about. And so when he lined up, I was like, but I did remember that even though I've never been with SoFi, I remember you, Katie, and the crew went a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And Gino, after we took the lead, we lost the lead. He put us in position, and it was not an easy kick, but that place when everybody was blaming and they're like, it's a dome, and then you're like, no, it was a goddamn tornado wind tunneling.
Yeah.
And that's where even though I wasn't there, never been there, but I remember you guys telling me, they're like, yo, dude, that wind was whipping back and forth. And that's why the ball fluttered when he had plenty of leg, just like he did today. And I
He had
believe
a
it was to the right side again. No, he did his thing.
I believe in him. And I've been the biggest Jason Myers critic when he doesn't do it. Then we're the biggest supporters when he doesn't. Honestly, I sat back today and I thought he's going to give us this game by a hook, by crook, by trick, by some sort of miracle. Sammy D is going to have his worst day so far as a Seahawk. And somehow Jason Myers' right leg is going to bring us through. And
But I don't fault him. It's just like I don't fault Sammy D when we lost to the Bucks. I don't. It's like it's a team sport, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck was the rest of the team?
I know. These are the growing pains. I mean, the Rams are very good. I think we're very good. We're going to play them again. That's clearly the two teams fighting for the division. Go ahead, though, Katie.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Tone, missing our starting center hurt us today in past DBs.
Yeah, what's up, K-Tone? Shout out, K-Tone. Denver, right? I believe I have that correct. Also a Kraken fan. Also an Avalanche fan, also a Kraken fan. I don't know if he's decided on a loyalty yet. Kraken having a good season, by the way. Shout out. Missing the center. Also, Gray Zabel going down, getting helped off. That's not going to help. We got to get an update on him soon.
Hi. Gray Zabel is one of the toughest dudes. Just by the way he plays, I can tell that. So needing support from two guys to carry him out, like I don't think it's going to be an awesome, outlook or news. But
trying to see if the press
honestly, I thought I didn't, unless there was something I missed. I didn't think Ola did bad, and I actually thought we were stronger in the run game, which was indicative by the actual fact that we ran the ball against the Rams when very few teams have. So. Again, like I've always been a fan of Olu. I love Sundell. Never forget him pulling on that Charbonnet 40-yard touchdown against Green Bay down the right sideline. I was like, yeah, there's a fucking center, like 45 yards down the field. Like, and he looks like a track star. Like, so I love them both. But Olu, I didn't see a problem with that at all. I didn't see any, false starts or miscommunications that led to procedure penalties. So I don't necessarily agree there, Big Town. And this is just Town Love talking, right? Like I might be missing something. Mostly,
well,
brain
so
matter.
Scanning the internet here, there's no update yet after this game on Gray Zabel. He going into the game though, he's dealing with a heel injury. They said he's going to go, but so then this has got to be something else. So I mean, the guy's a warrior. He's tough as nails, but we need him. I mean, he's been
dude.
full line so far.
I didn't know he was dealing with the heel, and just it only makes me get scared that it might be the Achilles, right? And so then, yeah, we're talking about a long recovery. He'll be back about because he's tough. He'll be back around this time next year, and he won't
Like
be the same until a year and a half from now. I
I'm
know.
hoping for like a little roll up,
Maybe it's a
something.
calf.
Like that.
Hopefully, it's a calf. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe a
right.
little calf
Maybe a
strain.
little baby cow, right?
Yeah. Like, you wake up in the middle of the night, your toes are clenched up too much. You can feel yourself start to do it. You're thinking like, stop, stop, stop. But for some reason, you can't keep curling those toes, Oh,
You need to drink more water.
No, he's doing great, Brett.
Eaglet Snupper question: what are the disadvantage of lining guys up right behind one another? We've done it several times, and I'm wondering why everyone doesn't do it.
Wait,
huh.
I need a little more clarification. Lining guys right up behind one another,
On
for
offense, on
for
defense, we talk pass
the
routes.
burner, the tush push. Hold up. I need to jump back in free of charge because I
Yep.
can't answer a question that I can't understand.
Leave it in the free ones. We'll get some
Please,
context on that one. Katie, jump to the next one. I'm sure they'll clarify. Eaglet Snapper, one of the greatest around here.
It also
One of the
in
go.
that same
No.
time says playing.
She said paying. She's
Paying. Gonna get a penalty. Okay. All right.
No.
None of that. Okay. All right. Different one. Alina Doll. I say the next run the bum. We make sure all the guys are full of beans, so when they need the extra push, they can toot and fly over the last yard. LOL.
a little extra gas, huh?
Alina, honestly, like whatever gummies you're on tonight, like send some my way, please. Let's go.
Hilarious.
I do love that I love that we're using it, and I like that we're using it in a smart way. Get that big dude back there and let him push. It didn't work one time though.
Oh, I was still in the comment because my little mind was just going. I was like, "Yeah, I don't care if I shit my pants. If we're gonna win, it's a little embarrassment. So I pooped. Now you call me Lofa Tatupu. Whatever.
They already did anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Eaglet's back in the chat. She says on the outside, like wide receivers in front of tight ends or vice versa. Outside.
Yeah. So in the passing route,
stack. So that's what we refer to as there's a stack or there's a bunch, a cluster. You have them in close approximation because you're anticipating man defense, right? And this is the way to not get penalized for a rub route, but you can jockey for position and just draft off the guy and then dart inside for a slant, or you can do a wheel and the guy has to make a choice, which the choice is easy as a defender. It's like, all right, you know what they're trying to do. It's like, I'm either going to go over the top, and when I do, the quarterback's going to throw a straight line throw. So I'm coming over the top to go downhill, or I'm going to go underneath, and you better have. I never went underneath. I'm going to tell you that right now. Why? Because I didn't have any fucking foot speed. So I was like, okay, I know if I go underneath, I can't run with this guy, and any decent throw is going to be a challenge for me to catch up to. And if he's out in front, he's gone. And so this is where decision making and mental processing speeds come into play for defenders. But this is why offenses do it. That's a great question, and I hope I explained it well.
What was what could you tell, or what was the difference, or what did they sort of adjust on defense? Because the Rams were eating us apart in the first quarter. I was nervous, right, that they were just going to boat race us, but then we really kind of settled in. What do you think the adjustment was there?
And honestly, if we could go back to the stats, if we have how many times they ran it in the first half, I'm guessing it was 8 to 10. Of the 12 carries they gave to a man that averaged 7 per carry, it really probably wasn't anything we did on defense. It was how they played and called the game on offense. And that's what was more of the astonishment to me is I knew, okay, he broke off one that was, 2 that were long. So that's going to adjust the numbers in the favor of per carry. And I know McVay understands that. But even situationally, they ran the fly sweep to Puka and got a crucial like first down at the end of the game. And then they turned around, they just flipped the formation. I was like, oh, fly sweep right. And which our defensive left. And guess what it was? Same thing. And we stopped it. Kobe Bryant came up and fucking just brought the fucking noise. But like that's the thing. It's like they're gonna repeat good coaches repeat successful plays. It's like work smarter, not harder. Don't overthink it. Like, okay, that got us 12 yards. We're gonna do it again until they stop it. And he did it like very like in the same drive, which you don't have time to come to the sideline and fix something. You better hope that your players are smart enough to see it, recognize it, like, oh, it's the same shit, just opposite, like flip the formation. So, and they did that with a couple other plays too. And like what was wild to me, every time they got a penalty and they were 1st and 20, I was like, oh, draw or screen, and it was.
Yeah.
And then like anytime it was 3rd and long, oh, draw or screen. It's a safe play that yields great results. So risk reward.
Yeah.
And wait, and so
That tight end screen's killing us.
it's it. I was like, dude, like I can't. I feel like deja vu. I feel like I'm like going crazy just watching the same fucking play, and it was brutal. Like it's like at some point someone's gonna realize, hey, alert the screen, alert the draw, and then one time these fucking guys ran a fucking fake draw and threw a screen. I was like, it's both. It was they did both in one. I
Let
was
me
like,
get
this is unreal.
let me give you some more facts from this game that'll make you want
Yeah.
to puke.
Oh, okay.
The Seahawks had 26 first downs to the Rams 12. It's more than double. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
We ran 79 total plays. They ran 50.
What about efficiency?
I mean, come on. We only punted the ball 2 times. They punted it 6 times. Exact same penalties, 6-6. We had 47 yards of penalties. They had 43. So that's basically even, right?
Yeah.
It's the 4 interceptions thrown, man. And we already talked about the time of possession.
No, but you're right. It's like the game changes, and even a mindset. It's like, okay, I'm always aggressive as an offensive coach. It's like points, 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 right? That's what they love it, right? That's what puts the asses in the seats. But
Chicks dig the lead ball.
Right? And so like I understood how McVay was calling. He's like, whoa, we just don't have to fuck this up for our defense today. Like and all I'm saying is like there's only a couple bad plays by Stafford where he got the little happy feet too. And that was the thing I was questioning about, but he did the right thing and he threw it low as hell, where his guy's either gonna catch it across the line for a first down, or it's hitting the ground, no harm, no foul, punt. And we survive and live to play another day. But like there was a couple of the throws where Sammy D is like his feet were just going. And I don't blame him so much for the interceptions as much as I do. There's a pattern of when he throws the interceptions. It's like,
Yeah.
like
Yes.
especially when we ran all slants and Shaheed caught it and got down and then like had the wherewithal to like call a timeout. And I guarantee McDonald and everybody on the side was like, hey, timeout. Which with 1 second on the clock, I'm glad that after review I was like I was yelling timeout from the time the ball was thrown because there's 8 seconds. The only other instance where I thought about time could have been saved, other than the hurry up, since 11 minutes we should have been running hurry up to just at least not let the defense, the Rams, get comfortable back there. Like you have to get a little more vanilla as a defense when everyone's rushed. And that's when blown coverages happen. That's when magic happens for offenses, especially smart offensive players like we have. But when caught that ball on the goal line and then dove across, like I thought it was a touchdown. Who knows? Like after review, it was very close. And I love that they got back to the line, but they wasted about 15 to 20 seconds, right?
Right. Yeah.
getting in shotgun, handing off, and when everybody was cheering like touchdown, and I was high fiving some people, there was one Rams fan here, and he's like, "You guys just blew." I go 15 seconds. He's like, "Yep." I was like, and
Yeah.
guess what? Instead of 8 seconds left, right, for a 60-yarder, we have 23 seconds left, and more opportunity for
Yeah.
a easier field goal. And
Also,
those are both the things I look at though when I watch the game.
well, also, I don't understand that all of this clock management at the end of the game where you complete one over the middle and then you run up to the line and you start calling like passing routes and stuff and time's clicking off the clock.
Spike the
Run
ball.
the hell up there and spike the ball. What are you doing? I don't understand.
Sure.
You need much more than 10 yards anyway, so it's not as if like you can't go for it on second down.
But everything's fourth
first
down
down
territory at this
moke 'em.
point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
We're playing
understand.
with 3 downs, boys.
This is, a lot of things I'm old school on and maybe I'm outdated on, but that one
No.
of just running up and spiking the ball and saving yourself 8 seconds, it doesn't make any
10
sense.
seconds. The time
Yeah.
is of the essence. And
Lane Frost, baby, 8 seconds. Remember that movie? What was that? Matt,
the,
that movie? What
I
was
don't
that?
know, but that
Rodeo
was
movie called
the
8
rodeo,
seconds?
yeah, the cowboy. That was the true
Yeah,
cowboy,
buddy.
right? Wasn't that the dance?
I think
Red
so.
Hat Ultra Coaching says, gutted, hard to win with 4 interceptions. Hope Zabel is okay.
Yeah, crazy.
F and A right, Red Hat
Oh,
Ultra
by the way,
Coaching.
R.I.P. I looked up the movie. It's
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry. Luke Perry
Oh,
in 8 seconds.
yeah.
Big ups.
Dylan from 90210.
Attaboy. R.I.P.
And I never watched that show.
Brett Diggs. Last week, I complained about K9 not scoring. This week, he
Mhm.
scores, and it destroys Zabel's knee. A Pyrrhonic touchdown. Looks serious. He'll miss some serious time.
Yeah, hopefully not. I don't know. Prayers up. We'll see
I-
what happens here. I don't. If it's something super serious, I don't. He
Bro.
was kind of walking, sorta. I don't
Bro.
know. I'm looking for anything I can, man.
I know, and I love it. I love to stay positive. Love to be the light.
Ugh.
This is absolute savage from North Dakota State,
Yeah.
right? I don't see a guy as tough as him needing help off the field without it being serious. That's all I'm saying, and I hope I'm wrong. I'm happy to admit when I'm wrong. You guys know that about me. Hey, yeah. Where's Johnny, our boy? Public apology when I said that he was doing the FanDuel Sunday
yeah.
night game.
Yeah.
I'm a man of my word. I was wrong. Like I said, I called bullshit on him saying I didn't like the Chargers, and I was like, dude, they are down to like their 10th, 11th, and 12th linemen, and they're gonna get absolutely brutally assaulted by crazy Steelers, and it didn't happen.
You read that comment?
AJ Spring says Zabel is tough. Give him enough bush lights, and he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that. That correct.
You too. Also, Bush Light medicine, mama's milk, right there. Yeah.
Y'all, we're talking about Johnny. I felt like this was a good idea or a good time to jump in and talk about the lines for the game tonight.
Yeah. Who you like, Katie? Who you like?
Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are favorited by -2.5 points. Have to win by at least 3 points to cover the spread. Lions need to win or lose by no more than 2 points to cover their 2.5 point spread. So Eagles are favorited. 148 odds to win the game outright. You'd have to bet $148 to win 100. Lions are plus 126 odds to win the game tonight. You'd win 126 on a $100 bet for them. The games are over. The game over or under is 46.5 points. That's the combined score.
I feel like I'm so proud right now, and I'm just overcome with pride in this moment for Katie sprouting all that stuff up. Katie, so what are you doing tonight for the game? Like of what you just said, what is that are you actually
Eagles,
on?
right? I'm taking the Eagles.
You know what?
Okay, all right.
I would go with her because
Good
I don't
for
know.
you.
When Brett said pride, I thought Lions and their little
Oh,
Cubs or whatever you want to call them, their
hurts.
pride. But
Mhm.
I'm big in synchronicity and signs. But you know, I lost, and I actually trust Katie more than I trust myself, and I trust Jonathan more than I trust myself now. So yeah,
The the over
Eagles,
under on the
Eagles
game.
snap her all the
Uh,
way.
the over under on the game 45.5 points. It's un-American to take the under. However, I think this is going to be a slobber knocker tonight. I don't think they're
Oh
scoring
yeah,
more than 55. But don't take the under. That's not right. That's
yeah, it's soft.
no,
It's soft.
soft. Totally soft. Like betting zero at a roulette table. What are you doing?
Yeah,
Get out of here.
that's good
Well, back
odds,
to
right? If you
back
win.
to the super chats here. Tizza says seen a bunch of fake Hawks fans saying to fire Mike.
Oh, good
What?
Lord. First of all, I know that it's not you saying that, Tiza. I understand. But if anyone's saying that, you get the hell out of my chat right now. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he's got
Like
these
what? Like
guys 7 and
seriously?
2, but for some turnovers and some costly turnovers by your starting quarterback,
I,
I think this team
I,
could very well be undefeated.
no, I agree. If that's definitely hitting the panic button.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
uh, w- I don't even know what to say. I can't. I'm speechless in Seattle over here.
As my
Tizza's
dad
still,
would say, don't even dignify that with a response.
well, Tizza's still in the chat, has another comment. The first
Okay.
interception Sam threw, JSN was open deep, crying emoji.
Yeah, he's always open, but yeah, it's, like, how about the fucking one hand catch? Where
Yeah.
as beautiful as the catch was, it was the little toe tap that he did. Like, cause like there was no margin for error there. Like you have to catch, pull and in stride. He made it look so effortless, so routine that like they showed it like even 2 plays later. They're like, we got to go back to this catch, and I was like, yeah, as you should. Fuck, that's
JSN has
wild.
absolute magic this year. They brought it up on the broadcast, but last year he led the league in yards from a slot position. This year he's leading the league in yards from a wideout position. Just everything that he's doing is absolutely incredible, much like Cal Raleigh from the Mariners. Let's just see if
Oh
JSN
yeah,
is proper flowers as Cal Raleigh was passed over this week for
the
the MVP, which is complete fucking complete
absolute. No, you
utter
say it.
dog.
No, you get it out, brother.
Ugh,
Get it
give
out.
me a
Don't
break.
don't let that shit fester inside.
Aaron Judge
It's
can't even catch a routine pop fly in the World Series last year. Cal Raleigh doesn't have a pass ball all year. Do we just negate defense at this point in baseball? I don't understand what's going on. The guy hits 60 bombs. He's a platinum glove
I,
at his position.
a lot
Yeah.
of people filled my DMs with very hateful things that I just, I don't know you, I don't care. So, but I had to say that it did happen because I went on ESPN and they were asking who's my MVP. I was like, the only guy that actually puts in a full day of work
Yeah.
in baseball,
Hello.
the
Yeah.
guy, like, do you know how physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausting it is to play catcher? Like,
And calling the games. Playing that little
he
video game on his knee pad nowadays with the little controller
the
the whole game long.
calling the games, framing some that are balls that he makes into strikes, right?
Absolutely.
But calling the pitches because he understands the hitter and they're because he's such a great hitter, he has that perspective of like,
Totally.
oh, I know this guy's weakness, so just trust me, dog, put it here. And
Yeah.
as great as our pitching staff has always been, like you got to give a little credit to the one calling the pitch and them trusting, like, hey, I'm just gonna go with my dog. I'm gonna throw the splitter to the bottom left, like he wants it. And
Also,
strike three.
also a home run derby champion, which Aaron Judge doesn't even have the cojones to get into
Oh,
that thing. Because I'm afraid it'll mess up my swing. Cal gets in there and just keeps hitting dingers right afterwards. No big deal. The guy
Wait,
wakes up and eats and shits baseball. Cal Raleigh does. Right?
how's a home run derby gonna mess up your swing when all you do is hit home runs?
All I do is hit dingers, bro.
Yeah,
Big ups to Cal Raleigh. You're the man. Let's
I'm
get Cal
mind
Raleigh on
boggled
the show.
right now.
Producer Katie, get us Cal Raleigh, will you?
On it. On
The
it.
All right.
people's MVP. Oh, sorry.
Right.
Back in the super chats. Kevin Tone says, just saying Darnold was happy feet with the backup center. Talked about
True.
that.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a couple instances even with the starting center who was happy feet. And they were the bad plays. And it's just I think it's a timing mechanism in his head where it's like, okay, then throw the ball away or run because you're one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen at quarterback. So I still, I guess I brought it up the last probably every week that we've talked where the play has broken down and it's not his fault. Like coverage, like JSN's double covered, and they actually finally two guys were able to stop him for once because he's always open. But like the timing mechanism in his head, he's like, all right, I just my body's reacting more than my mind of like I got to get rid of the ball, right? You can't settle it down, call it nerves, call it anxiety. It's just patterns that when he was in New York and he had no protection and he just got smoked every
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
It's like you it speeds up the clock, like the central nervous system, right? That overrides everything and the subconscious mind. So that is more of what I'm seeing. And yeah, you're correct in that. Big tone loc. Uh that but I was so proud of him when he just took off and got like 12 yards for a first down because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's that easy. He's that good of an athlete. It's like no one's open. I'm taking off.
Yeah, he's got it's like that Aaron Rodgers thing of like he doesn't do it all the time, or that's in your mind, but then you kind of look
Yeah.
up into the game. He does, or Pat Mahomes does it too. You do it when you need to, and you pick up that first down when you absolutely have to, and he's capable of doing it. So you got to get it done.
That was, I forget, I don't know if it was last game or 2 games ago where it was like a 2nd and 4. And it was like, it was Washington and which he was 16 or 16 up until that point. And then he
Right.
threw just, an ugly interception. His feet were going, but it's like, dude, it's 4 yards. You could literally, what is he, 6'12"? You could fall forward and get 4 yards. Like,
Yeah. Also, from Kevin Tone, I need a word on the Kraken. I didn't hear any of your loyalties there. The Kraken having a season, Lofa. They beat the again. They whooped up on the Sharks.
Let's not talk about it. Let's just be about it because it's like like a pitcher throwing a no.
In other Mariner news, while Katie fires up the next comment, Josh Naylor signed 5-year re-sign with Los Marineros, locking down the first base position. Let's go, baby.
Dude, that guy in the field. I mean, at the plate's awesome, but in the field, some of the stabs he had and all you hear is the crack of the bat, and then he's already running back to all the other guys are like, "What just happened?" And then he's already running back to the dugout, like, "Oh, I ended the inning, boys. No big deal."
And he's got the sick cleats and the all the glitter and the bling
and the
My
hair.
man's a superstar. Let's go, Josh Naylor. The Naylor Sailors, get ready.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Alina Dahl says people think the Hawks are doing so bad. What the hell is going on with the Chiefs? They dropped another one against the Broncos. Talk about crash and burn.
Well, the Broncos might be legit, though. I mean, far be it for me to throw some flowers on an Oregon yuck, boat, but the Broncos are pretty legit over there.
Yeah, you guys know why they're legit? As much as the quarterback's just getting all the praise, they have the number 1 or 2 defense, and they run the ball.
Run the ball.
That's a recipe for success, ladies and gentlemen, over the history of time. The one thing that will never change. Death, taxes, and you run the ball, you fucking win. And you play defense. Sorry. Defense will change. So the 5 things that will never change.
Death and taxes. Lofa quoting Benjamin Franklin here on the podcast.
It's all about the Benjamins.
Jonathan Smith says, I see it differently. Loved the grind. Fine with field goals. Their offense got 14 short fields. Their defense needs ice pads. We win this 80% of the time. Sam lost it. Should have been 1917 Hawks.
Well,
okay,
everybody's entitled to their opinion, Jonathan, but you're wrong.
80% of the time we lose it. 100% of the time, no.
Yes. No, respect, and thank you for breaking it down very, realistically, and that is very possible, but I can't put it on one person. It's a team sport, and we all have a hand in this, and it's just unfortunate. Definitely played a factor in the outcome, but dude, you win this game despite all that went wrong. Like that field goal's made, and it's not the guy that scored all the points today. It's not his fault, right? It's not
Right.
anyone's fault. Like we all had part in it. You win this game, and like the belief that's built in that team, in that organization. I just like take it back to like in 2005, my rookie year. Like it's easy to play defense when you have a 2-score lead, which is what we had probably 12 out of the 16 games. We had to like defensively, we had to show up for like 4 games, and the fucking 12s won one of those 4 games, the Giants, with all the false starts, right? So it's just I take everything in consideration, but I definitely respect your opinion. Thank you for breaking down. That was beautiful, Jonathan.
Are we playing with a bit of house money right now with Sammy D? Like, are they a bit outperforming what we thought they'd do anyway? Like, with some
I-
perspective, can we realize this is only their 3rd loss of the season in week 11?
Yeah. The fact that it's already week 11, I mean, we texted about it. We thought it was week 10, and
Where's the time gone?
just flies when you're having fun. And when you're
Yikes.
winning, you're having fun. So, yeah, keeping everything's still in front of us, and we're only gonna get better. But like, this is a Super Bowl contending team that we just faced, and we took them the distance at their house. We're a field goal from winning it with 4 or 5 turnovers. Like, so you want to talk about perspective and like just always light at the end of the tunnel. Like, I'm as devastating as the loss was, it's not defeating, and it's only going to build character for adversity.
Seahawks lose in week 11, 19-21 to the Rams. Go ahead, Katie.
Mega Delta Force agrees, Lofa. Darnold was trying to force it to Cup. JSN had his 1,000 game, and we were made a field goal away from winning with 4 interceptions. Still happy with the direction we're going. And then there's a quick correction.
Yeah.
It's a 100-yard game. So
right.
Yeah.
And right. And look, I see that perspective also, regular season game, but if this is a playoff game, you're going home. I mean, you got to perform. 4 interceptions just to get it done. You know, I mean, there are no moral victories. So you got to get this into your system in the regular season. We get to play them again. It's going to be on Thursday night. I'll be in the house in Seattle. So let's go. Bruise on me down there at the Lumone field.
Yes. No, but yeah, that's the right perspective. That's like the championship mindset is like, yeah, fucking losing sucks.
Right.
How did we lose? Why did we lose? And that's, because like real winners, we don't lose, we learn, and we take the learnings forward as a lesson to make us better, make sure it doesn't happen again, especially when they come up here. I anticipate both teams, which is ironic because they probably went into the game so pass heavy, both sides, because like they're like no one else has ran on them. So why try? I was like, well, you gotta fuck around and find out. Like we got to find out who you are and what you're made of. Put in Robbie Hoots and just go a gap. And I want to see what middle linebacker has the fucking nuts to do that more than 3 or 4 times. Because I guarantee you, after the 4th time, what the linebacker is probably gonna be knocked the fuck out, and then we're gonna be on to their second linebacker. And now we can get crazy and cute with the pass game because this guy hasn't called a lot of plays. Like,
to quote the Harbaughs, nobody has the nuts. Katie, what do you got?
I got another comment from Alina. Brett, I agree with you about Myers. And my dad is from North Carolina. Super tough.
North Dakota.
North Carolina.
Oh, yeah. North Dakota.
Oh, sorry.
Brett, you should have rubbed the football on your head for good luck. And then she calls me out and she says, by the way, all the eye squinting to read. When's the eye appointment? LOL.
Oh. Shots fired at producer Katie. Alina's spicy tonight.
Yeah.
I think we also agree on Jason Myers, I think, more often than not. I'll do anything for good luck. The thing about this team, though, that's frustrating me is that I don't feel like they need luck. I feel like they're a very skilled team that I think The next hurdle is mental. The skill is there.
Yeah.
They need
Yes.
to believe that they can win these games. The Rams have that veteran presence. They have a Super Bowl winning quarterback. They've got McVay who's done it. So it makes sense to me that they have that like maturity to winning and knowing how to win. And we got to find that. And
Yeah.
I think we have the Jimmies and the Joes to do it this year, albeit in my opinion still a year early. But like if it's there, let's go take it.
We're going to be just fine, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, Selena, I will give Brett a football noogie on his beautiful little mohawk, Sean McVay style that he's rocking.
Oh no!
Like I can't wait. You know what, Brett?
Yeah.
One of the next big roles you're going to have is Sean McVay. Yeah,
Let's
when
go.
they do his football life.
I'll be doing my impression of Sean McVay, who's doing his impression of John Gruden.
Just yeah, work the eyebrows, bro.
Yeah. The Seahawks have the Titans, by the way, coming up next. The number 1 pick, Cam Ward. We go to them just like we did.
Yeah.
Didn't they do it last year? Was that last year, 2 years ago?
It's almost like when we
Christmas
played the
Eve-ish.
Panthers every year in Carolina, right?
Yeah. So away game again next time. Katie, what do you got?
Alina again. I'm just going to say it. Fuck Judge and fuck the Yankees and fuck all these East Coast bias bitches. Go M's and Cal.
Yeah.
F&A, right, doggy?
F&A. Nobody's going to argue with you. I even have Yankee fan friends that have no argument for this at all.
Yeah.
It's complete and utter BS.
I mean,
and just middle finger towards the fans.
Yeah. Not even just to go one step further. Like, it's how far Cal's team went compared to the Yankees.
Yeah.
Like, if Cal's not on that team, they're not going as far as they did.
No.
Did the Yankees even make the playoffs or the first round exit? Something? I don't know.
Yeah, they lost to the Blue Jays. They got torched.
Gross.
Bye. See ya.
Yeah.
The only saving grace of the entire baseball playoffs is that the Dodgers, no matter how much you might hate the Dodgers, they somehow managed to do it. So we don't have to see that George Springer home run in our nightmares every 2 seconds.
And I mean Springer, that's a dog. Like he shows up when every time it's clutch. It's like, oh yeah, I got this. Oh, we only have 2 outs away from the game ending. Yeah. You want a Springer dinger? I got you, dog. But I will say, what pains me, because I grew up in Massachusetts as a Red Sox fan, when we let go of Mookie Betts, I was like, all right, we're just gonna let one of the greatest players I've ever seen just exit. And then he just turns 2 to seal the deal. It's just like, I know. And no one talks about it. They're just like, oh,
smooth.
Yeah,
silky smooth.
So in the most crucial point in time,
they're like, oh, he hasn't played shortstop since high school.
He's
like, oh, you need a World Series? Here's this.
Watch me turn 2 in the biggest time in the game. And yeah, you're right. It's but it's so Mookie and so classically clutch that it's we just let that guy walk right out the door.
I showed that clip to my of him in the post-game press conference after he turned 2 to win it, because I showed my son that clip. Because Mookie, they say, well, what were you thinking as the ball's coming to you and you're going to turn 2 to end the game? And he goes, I was more nervous than I've ever been in my entire life. You think he'd say, I got this. He was like, no, I was thinking is don't mess it up.
Wow. And still made it look so easy and smooth. I could see most people just bobbling that and maybe just getting, if possible, 1 out, right? But it's just it was incredible, and it just looks so routine. And like you said, when was the last time you played shortstop? Sophomore year in high school.
Yeah.
It's only been 15 years, 17 years. You guys need a pitcher? I got you.
Producer Katie, where are you?
Yeah.
Back to football.
I got 5 minutes. My battery's about to die.
Oh,
of course.
Wait, back to hockey.
Yeah, it goes back to hockey. This is year 5, cup or bust, according to general manager RTS. And he follows that up and says, where's RTS? And first interception, Cup was held back to ball.
Yeah,
Yes.
RTS stands for Release the Show. That was our Kraken podcast. We haven't done it in a bit. Bring that back. Kraken in 5. Let's go, baby. This new coach is kicking ass over there at the Kraken. He's like the guy who he's the what was that movie? Miracle? Yeah, Kurt Russell. Like, your last easy day was yesterday, ladies. Let's hit the ice. He's kicking their butt over.
Who do you play for?
Right.
On the line again.
I'm jumping in because we're a football show and Lofa's phone's about to die. So.
And the holding though, I mean, like I was yelling, kick him off the tour, Doug, talking about the guy that assaulted Cooper Kupp. So great observation, my dog.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, what's that?
Hunting Hippie says it was an honor to meet you tonight at the end of the game, right before you went live to Tatupu. Much love, brother.
That's my dog right there. We're at Moss Bay. We had a just beautiful celebration of just paying it forward. It's called Basket Brigade, I believe. Over 300 families are going to get fed for Thanksgiving. Shout out to Moss Bay, Gary, Juice, Keith, Mike Halter, T. Holla, everybody that put it on. Honor to be here. And special shout out. We lost one of the greatest, ladies and gentlemen, human beings that ever lived just 2 days ago, Kenny Easley. And, it was an honor he's an inspiration for me as a player because I saw how much passion he put into the game. And I was like, those were the guys I looked up to. And I was like, I'm trying to emulate that. Like that. I want to play like that. And then to meet him and, be part and contribute to some of his amazing foundation or community work. He's done so much, not just here, but it's like he was the true meaning of love and light. And it's tragic that he's no longer with us. And forever in our hearts and our mind. Thoughts, prayers, love, light, energy, everything goes out to his family and all of you for spending your time with us, because time is the greatest asset, ladies and gentlemen. No one knows how much you have. Just make an impact any way you can.
Dude, Kenny Easley, I never got to meet him like you did, but I remember, growing up a Seahawks fan, my dad always said like that was his favorite Hawk. And then today during the game, they're showing the classic footage of him wearing 45 with the big shoulder pads and the tiny little waist. Like he looked like a guy who was coming to lay the lumber, and he always did. Just tough as nails.
He was one of the most violent players I ever seen. And off the field, he was one of the most caring, compassionate human beings I've ever seen. And so, and like if he didn't love to hit as much as he did, because whoever he watched and looked up to when he was growing up, they played that way, right? And so you mimic those characteristics, those patterns. And like if he didn't love to hit as much as he did, he would have had like 70 or 80 interceptions. That's how athletically gifted in terms of instinctual he was. And so just a special player, but on top of it, Hall of Famer, and then finding out just like special human being.
Yeah,
that's what makes it
tons
so
of work,
better.
Unity. Probably should have led with the hips more often. You see those hip pads? I mean, like in that footage, I'm like, man, that girdle, right? With the hip pads that you have to lace the belt through.
Yeah, like yep, exactly. You know,
and high hip pads. Man.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Unbelievable to watch him play, like an honor and a privilege to watch him play, and even more so to just meet him and just
talk life too, on that AstroTurf, man. That carpet they used to play on, yikes.
Yeah, like
Warriors.
Unreal.
Absolutely.
Alina
Katie
says, happy birthday, Lofa. In our family, we always go by the last number. If it's 9, you start over. By the way, don't you mean a wreath of Franklin's? LOL.
Yes.
Alina.
Thank you. 43 years young today.
Yeah.
Or yesterday. I thought it was 44. So, time flies when you're having fun. And every day is my birthday. Every day I'm alive. I got a fucking chance, ladies and gentlemen. That's perspective.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday. Keep going, Katie. You got anything else?
One more. Eaglet Snupper says, get Quandre on the pod for the Titans game. LMAO.
Yes. Let's DM
I'll see
him.
if I can pull a favor. Yeah.
Yeah. Who do we know who might have his digits? We got to know somebody.
I think I
We'll
have his. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. If only there was a former Seahawk I knew who also knew plenty of current and former NFL
All right, my
players.
shit's dying. I fucking love you guys.
Happy birthday, Lofa. We love you.
If this
Love you
thing, yeah, okay. I love
The
all of
show
you.
is brought to you by FanDuel.com. Setting records tonight. Thank you guys for jumping on. The viewer number is tremendous. We love all of you. Follow Lofa on social media. Follow us on social media. Go Seahawks. It didn't go their way tonight, but that doesn't mean there won't be brighter days ahead. This team is really good, and hopefully these are growing pains on the way to something super huge. For producer Katie, for producer Mike, for Jonathan the intern, and for Lofa, I am me. Good night.